faint again here. Going to give you a little bit of upper body mobility. Once again, I know we're stuck at home, so with these drills, we're trying to help keep you free and moving so you can also do the workouts that we've been giving you for strength. So we're going to start out with a few different things. We want you to make sure you're spending enough time on each drill. Don't want you to speed through it. I want it to be effective. So for everything that I have you do, feel free to pause the video after the instruction and go about your minute or 2 minutes on each side or as a drill as a whole, and then move on to the next one when you're ready. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is going to be for some lower lumbar or your lower back rotation. Also, this will also get your knees and your legs in there as well. Well, if you can, sit all the way on your heels. If not, then you get as far as you can. If need be, we can use a pillow between your feet here. So I'll use this towel just to kind of demonstrate the pillows would go here. And that would create a block for the space that you have there. Otherwise, we're going to sit all the way down as far as we can. And we'll take one arm in line with the knee. Okay, so my right arm is on the ground on the elbow. And in line with my right knee. My left arm is going to go behind my back. Palm open, knuckles facing the lower back itself. With my head and my shoulders squared to the mat, I'm going to peel up and open my shoulder blade and rotate out to the side and then go back down. So I'm going to inhale, exhale and hold it, and then go on back down. Okay? So we're trying to maintain rotation, coming from the lower half of the back, not the upper. Exhale and rotate back down. The other side. So you can see my arm is in line with the knee, arm crossed behind my back, on lower back there, and then I'll open and down. Open and down. Next, we're going to move the rotation up to the mid-back or the thoracic region, and we'll get to the quadruped position for that one. So knees and hands shoulder width apart, hip distance apart. From this position, you'll take one hand on the ear. We're going to be reaching the inside of the elbow, inside the other side of the elbow, like so, facing down towards the mat. I'll rotate into the elbow and open. Try not to rotate so much that my hips sway over the mat there. Just want to stay locked in. So it's coming from the middle part of my back and up, in, out. We're not trying to dip down to the mat. We're trying to just reach under and tight into the other elbow crease and open. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We're not trying to force more rotation than we have. We're trying to just do it subtly. So once you find that restriction, hold it and breathe into it. Other side is going to be here. Inhale. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. next thing we're gonna do is lay onto our sides. This is gonna be for the chest and more of the upper back. This is a version of what we call opening the book, but we're gonna put a little spin on it. So you lay sideways. First of all, you wanna stack your legs and your hips and your shoulders, and so you're in a straight line. We don't want our legs bent forward and my torso off. We want to be nice and straight. From here, take the top leg and just bend it forward, or you can cross your leg like so. Hands on top of hand. If you need, you can put a pillow here for your neck. I have this towel here as a demonstration. It doesn't reach me, but that's okay. So the normal open the book is here. Okay, so what we're going to do is get away from that. Is we're going to take our top hand and slide it forward. And then we're going to rotate it like a rainbow over the head, letting the arm come up when it wants to, until we get right across the body there. And hold that there, breathe, and then swipe it back down until your hand will come back onto the floor and onto the top of the hand. So again, you're going to push forward. Keep your hand on the ground as long as you can as you rotate it, head as well. The arm wants to come up wherever your tightness is, so let it come up. And then across the body like that. So we open this whole chest area here, and then we're back down and over. So I'm gonna rotate up, exhale, and then come on back around. Okay, so we're looking to do that one for about a minute each side. Okay, opening the book, once again, slide out, rotate with the rainbow, swipe over the head till you're across the chest, it's open, and then bring it back down. Once again, I'll stack my body, my feet, my legs, my hips, shoulders stacked, hands stacked. This leg comes out in the front, or you can cross over like that. Shift your hand past the top, or the top of the hand past the bottom hand, and rotate around. Breathe and hold it there, and then come back over the top and let your hand touch the ground. So you want to spend a good amount of time on each rep, breathing slowly. And once we get to the end of the stretch, hold that for a few seconds, right, and come on back. What we don't want is just disc. Okay, we're not just trying to do as many reps as possible. Be slow and fluid. I know I tell you in class all the time, slow the better. Hold and come back around. Okay, so those are good for your chest, good for the mid back, and help you with some more rotations for any golf swingers, tennis players, water polo players, anyone that's overhead or throws something. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, you can do either on your knees or standing up. We call these scap cars, scap cars. I'll show you from the side angle because that's the most important way for you to understand what's going on here. So you'll do one arm at a time. And I'll start with my left arm in front of me here. So the first thing I'm going to do is what we call protraction. My arm's going to come forward. Okay, I'm not shifting my torso. This other shoulder's going to stay square. I'm just going to shift forward. Then I'm going to elevate it. And I'm going to retract it. And then I'm going to depress it and start in the beginning again. So that's one car. from the other side, we'll do the same thing. Protract forward, elevate it up, retract it back, depress it. Forward, protraction, up, elevation, retraction, depression. 1, 2, 3, 4. Treat each one by themselves as a, if your knees are bothering you, don't like being on your knees like that, you can also do them standing up, okay? The next thing we're going to do are some rotations. Same thing. We can do these kneeling or standing up, and for this sake, I'll just stay here. Personally, I like the full kneeling position because of the tilt, so I'm going to engage my pelvis here and tilt tight there. From here, I'm going to take one hand at a time, and I'm going to circle big circles on the outside of my body. So I'm going to take my arm and lift it as high as I can until the rotation or the restriction in my shoulder makes me want to rotate and bring around as comfortably as I can, slowly rolling the ball in the socket in the joint. Once I get to the front, I'm going to reverse, starting with extension and rotating all the way back around slowly until I reach the beginning. Once again, I'm not trying to get all this shimmying to show that I have more range of motion than I do. As slow as I can, I'll go forward with flexion. Once I reach tension in my shoulder or even my lat, I'm going to start rotating my hand comfortably to where I can get it around without rotating my spine back like that. So once I reach all the way back and return to the beginning, I'll reverse the motion starting with extension. Once I feel tension, I'll rotate it all the way back down until I go here. Okay, same thing, you spend about a minute on that side. The other side is the same exact way. Flex it forward. Once you feel the tension, you rotate it outwards, swing it back around to where the thumb is pointing forward again. Then I will extend backwards, freely rotate comfortably as slowly as I can down, and return. While you're doing this, please breathe, right? So, slowly, once I feel the tension, I'll start the rotation of my palm back to the start. And one more retraction, extension, bring it all the way back. Try to keep your pelvis tight the whole time, and bring it back. Next, we're going to start on the face, on the mat, what we call prone. Arms are going to be faced with the knuckles inside the mat, palms facing up. Your forehead's going to be down on the towel like that. What we're going to do is focus on squeezing the shoulder blades together and then extending the arms straight up. We're not trying to go out this way, we're trying to keep them straight up and down. So there's two movements. The first one will be retracting the shoulder blades. The second one will be extending the shoulders. And then drop them back down and here. So that looks like this. Retract, extend. Hold it up there for a few seconds and then back down, palms, and then shoulders. Squeeze tight and lift straight up. Don't force it past where it'll go. Breathe, hands down, shoulders down. Squeeze, extend, down, and down. One more time, retract, squeeze the shoulder blades tight, extend the hands up, hold, and bring them back down. start face down, hands behind the head like so. You'll retract the shoulder blades out into the Y position, not down like this, up like so. Keeping them as high as you can comfortably with no pain. We're going to swim them back, 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 back until I get about here. And then you start rotating my hands and finishing the swimmer with my hands on my thighs like that. If you want to challenge yourself a little more, you can try and cross your hands together at the back side there, okay? If you have the mobility, give it a shot. If not, you just go to here. From here, we'll lift back up in extension, bringing them all back around, rotating about here, back to the Y shape, hands behind my head, and elbows back to the ground. So we'll do that again. Up with retraction, out to the Y, push them back, start to rotate, finish palms on the thighs or behind the back. Either way, we're back up to extension, swimming them back around to the Y shape, hands on the head, elbows down. One more good time, nice and slow. Retract, arms out to a Y. If you need to, you can take your Y out here, and even if your shoulders are even worse, you can go from here to straight out. Okay, so those are some modifications. Otherwise, we're up, Y, swim all the way back, rotate, finish here, extend, bring all the way back around, rotate to the Y, hands on the head, elbows down. You're gonna need a wall. So you scoot your mat, close to a wall as you can. And I like to get into the 90-90 position so I can sit myself up as close to the wall as possible. I'll take my arm so it's out straight, okay? 90-degree angle here. Pushing it against the wall, making sure that I have contact with the wall on the back side of my arm, all right? I'm gonna take my hand and I'm going to slowly push it down and internally rotate my arm like so. Okay? The slower the better. Breathe. And as you exhale, try to push a little harder. If you feel like you don't have that much range, then you hold it where you feel the tension. You should feel the back side of your shoulder capsule. Okay, this is a passive exercise, meaning you're putting yourself through it. If you want a little more of a challenge, what you can do is you can take this arm, the one that we're working, and actively push it into the hand and resist as I push down. And breathe while you do that. Okay, we're working on internal rotation. Trying to get this bone humerus, like a rotisserie chicken, to rotate and just bring my arm down like so. Okay, so this is here, we're pushing down. We don't want our arm way up here, way down there. You want it straight across, 90 degrees, and slowly pushing and breathing throughout. You can just hold it there too. Or if you want, like I said, you're going to actively push this arm that we're working into the one that we're assisting with and create more tension that way. Hold for about 5 seconds and then release it. Push it down a little bit and push back into it for about 5 seconds. Release it. Or we're just holding once again. Okay, we'll do the other side. Just turn back around. Once again, as tall as you can, arm against the wall there. 90 degrees. We're not down, we're not too high up. Then I take this hand and I'm just gonna start slowly pushing it. Don't just go down like that, right? Some of us wanna just go all the way down. We're just trying to slowly let that happen. Slowly. Push, push, push. Make sure you're at the same time pushing this arm into the wall at the same time. So when you rotate, this doesn't peel off. Down, 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 hold, breathe. Say for a challenge, we can push this arm up and resist with the opposite hand for 5 second stints before releasing and maybe pushing it down a little bit and then holding for 5 seconds again and then releasing and pushing it down. Or we could just do a slow, steady, static hold for about 1 to 2 minutes per side. Okay, that should do it for the upper body mobility.